Wow, this is how today's gonna go. It's ridiculous when the hardest thing has become getting the intros and outros.
You need to hurry up. We only have 39 days to LSD.
Yeah, is it 39? I thought it was 42.
No, it's 39 days.
God, I've been saying 50. Ugh. Welcome to United by Trucks. Today, we're back on UBTK5. We're at the truck farm, and we got a whole crew of characters here to pull the LS drivetrain out of the donor, and we're gonna be doing some other stuff to the chassis, so y'all stay tuned. What's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
What you up to today?
Man, just gonna be doing a little work.
Man, I love that sweatshirt.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Dude, I may not be able to see you on this camera.
I know. Hey, we gotta do a now you see me, now you don't.
Now you see me, now you don't.
That's right.
I dig it. All right, guys, so one thing we gotta do today is pull the clamshells, motor mounts situation off. Really quick, the plan is get the donor down in front of the truck farm shop. We're gonna pull the drivetrain out of it. We're pulling the motor mounts. Rocky's actually pulling the motor mounts off of another donor truck right now. We've got all new bushings and everything to go in the Tejas Steelworks motor mounts. We got a Tejas Steelworks transmission cross member, which we've shown y'all in the past. We're gonna be using both of those today when we set the motor down in the chassis. That's the plan. Ultimately, we wanna be done or roll out of here today with the motor and trans down in UBTK5's chassis. So we got a crew of good folks here today helping make it happen, and we're gonna get it done. So y'all hang tight. JFP, what you doing this morning?
We're about to go get a donor.
Where is it?
It's up in the pasture. About to be down here where we can play with it.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. We're gonna put Big Bird to use this morning.
Sound like a plan.
Man, that trucker fired right up.
Is this looking dry?
No. Now the rear end's all busted in it.
Okay.
So, yeah, no driving. But it will go in neutral. It does go in all gears. SQRBDY in the house today, y'all, if y'all didn't notice. Man bringing his awesome truck. See if you got brakes. I feel like something's there.
It feels like it. I mean,
We'll try. Well, actually, throw it down in neutral, and then we'll see. Oh yeah, you got brakes. All right, TTR, you be safe. All right, guys. So slight change of plans. We're gonna use a chain and try to pull the donor down here because the tractor is so muddy. Is not pushing it. So we're gonna try that route and see if that works. So after much searching, there was one hidden right here in plain sight. So I just need to get this off. So option 2, we're gonna pull this thing out, hopefully. Baby's moving. TTR's on gate duty. That's a little more work than I expected, TTR.
Woo, I might have to head home now, man. I'm done.
That's all we're gonna do today. We're just gonna move it around.
Let's get this motor out.
Yeah, let's do it. Got some flat tires on that baby. Getting the donor pushed in under the gantry. Appreciate that, Rick.
Anytime.
Yeah, man. That was a little more trouble than I expected, but
That was real muddy.
not too bad. Yes, so muddy. So in case y'all don't remember, there's the drivetrain for UBTK5. Sitting in there a little dusty. Maybe even a little sideways, a little cocked in there. But we're gonna get this thing pulled out and set down in the chassis.
I think it's just that cover.
I think it is too. It's a pretty clean motor. It's just dusty. Here's Big Bird Gonna help us get it all done. So, John, what are you about to do with that?
We'll cut a brush guard off and get it cranked.
Oh! This is one of John's favorite toys. So John's gonna get that and cut off that brush guard.
And I'm gonna get back
Out of the way. I'm gonna stand right over here behind this wall. Rocky, I was coming to check on you, man, but then look what John decided to get out.
Oh, we got the K-12 out.
This is insane. Oh yeah. Use this in the fire department?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, using it on car fires and car wrecks and things like that.
brush car for sale. Some assembly needed.
John, you have officially broke out the big guns.
Hey.
That was the most impressive thing I've seen in a long time.
If you have a 07 to 13 Silverado and you're tired of the brush guard, call JP's Mobile Removal Service. He will come to you.
Oh, man. All right, guys, so Rocky, while we were messing around trying to get the truck up here under the gantry crane, got the factory clamshell motor mount purchase off of a donor truck, and we're going to use them on the K5. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to replace that bushing right there with an energy suspension bushing, and then utilize the Tejas Steelworks motor mounts in conjunction with this setup, just like we did on Pecos, so that we can drop the LS in today. So Rocky, appreciate you pulling those off, man.
Absolutely.
SQRBDY, man, got his sweatshirt on, son. I love that design.
That ain't no Milwaukee. You better be holding on.
That thing will definitely take your wrist off. Where y'all going with that bad boy?
Right over there.
Okay.
I like that, yeah.
Man, I'm really
You
excited
got enough hubcaps around here.
about how clean this motor is.
Yeah, I think I can always find
I don't think we do,
All right, I'm gonna throw this camera up on the tripod. One to hand. Thankfully, we got some strong, able bodies today. If y'all don't know who all's here, we got Rocky, we got Rick from SQRBDY, we got TTR, and of course, the man, JFP, proprietor of the truck farm. We're doing a little destruction today, but we're also putting this motor and trans back on the road. So if y'all don't remember, this is a 2011 5.3 6L80E, which is a 6-speed automatic transmission. And we're gonna drop it down in UBTK5's chassis today. All right, guys, so they're out there working on getting the front of the truck tore down. So while they do that, I'm gonna disassemble the motor mount bushing perch setup. We got some new energy suspension bushings to go in here, and then the bolt will then go all the way through, and on the Tejas mount, go right through here, basically just sit something like that, I don't know exactly, something like that, and attach to the side of the motor. So cool thing about Tejas is they put passenger side, D for driver's side, so you know exactly what side you're working with, and we're gonna go ahead and get this started. So if you're looking for the part number on these for a square body, or for Scotty's Tejas mounts, they are, that is it right there, 3.1130Q. That might be a G. Either one. Try that out. This is the same exact setup we used on Pecos. No issues. Worked out really, really well. Got some hardware here. Got the trans mount. So yeah, that also gets you the trans mount when you order that kit, which is super duper nice. But yeah, here's the new energy suspension bushings. Like I said, you get the trans mount as well when you order this kit. Comes with some hardware. And there's the trans mount, and that fits 4L60s, turbo 350s, 6L80s. Fits quite a number of transmissions. So essentially what we're gonna do is take this off, replace that bushing in there, get these all cleaned up, get them painted, get them ready to go on the K5. So y'all hang tight. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is pry this apart so we can get the bushing out and put a new bushing in. Yeah, all right guys, so John's working on this right here behind us, busting those apart. Trying to. You got one apart, right?
Almost.
So we're gonna take and throw back on the old DJM control arm as a placeholder. First things first, slide that on there. Yeah. If you can get it, you probably have to go straight up with it. Yeah, there you go. There we go. And it's gonna touch, but yeah, there's that. So we're just gonna throw this back on real quick. That might be the easiest thing we do all day today, right?
I think you're right.
We'll tighten that up. All right guys, so we got that control arm back on. We're gonna cinch it down, but that way we can now set the motor and trans in and still have mobility of the chassis. Okay guys, so John got these tore apart. You can see the new energy suspension bushing in there. I'm gonna take and clean these up, but we wanted to mock all this up and make sure everything was gonna fit right. Old bushing there, hunk of junk. Ron, this morning when I woke up, I was thinking, man, we're about to pull this motor and then set it in the chassis, but I'm unsure if I gotta have a more shallow oil pan on this motor and trans. And I got to thinking, wait a minute, I'm using Tejas Steelworks motor mounts. I pulled it forward, pull it up a little bit, and I got to thinking maybe I don't need anything but the truck oil pan.
You don't.
So what do we do on Pecos? I can't remember.
I ran the GM muscle car pan kit, and the only reason I ran that is because when I went to build my motor and I pulled it apart, it didn't have sludge in it, but you could just tell it was just old.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was a really high mileage motor.
It was a really high mileage motor. It was old. I was already in there. I needed a gasket. And since I had a new oil pump going in, it had a new pickup tube anyways. So I just went ahead and got the whole kit and all that stuff. Used the pickup tube in that, or used the pickup tube in the kit.
Yep.
Since I wanted a new one anyways for the new pump.
Yep.
So I was getting a gasket, pickup tube, an O-ring, and I was like, by the time I was only
like $200 shipped to your door for the GM.
I don't think it was that. I think I ended up finding it on Amazon one time, and it was like $180 something.
I can't beat that.
So it wasn't.
However, you also can't beat not even having to pull the oil pan off a factory motor. So Tejas Steelworks got it figured out.
It's got it figured out.
They got it figured out. So we're finishing up, unhooking hoses. We're about to pull this core support out so we can slide the motor and trans forward. So we're getting to a good place, guys. We got a lot of hands and a lot of heads. Rocky's been up pressure washing the motor mounts, perch situation, so we got those hanging, and we're gonna get some paint on those in a minute, and we're just gonna keep plugging. Hopefully you're gonna see Big Bird get to work here in just a minute.
Nothing else we need power for, correct?
Yeah, the windows are all up.
Windows are all up.
So it's become a bright and sunny day out here, but Ron and Rick have been working real hard on getting the grill bumper. As you've seen, John was out here with a dang, I don't even know what you call that thing.
Cut saw? Some kind of cut saw?
Some sort of cut saw, making it all happen. But we're about to get started pulling this motor apart. We've been messing around trying to get some motor mount brackets and all that stuff cleaned up and disassembled, so we're gonna get this going right now, so y'all hang tight. All right guys, so it's time to take the drive shaft loose, get dirty, get down on the ground. So there's the drive shaft.
Don't leave me now, don't leave me then. Don't leave me now, don't leave me then.
Alex Walker,
Big
my
ass
hero.
one,
He's my hero.
Need a big ass socket now.
All right, guys, so here's the brains. This is gonna get the Walker Tune party pack, as TTR likes to call it. TTR's party pack is a little more advanced than what we're gonna be doing on this one for the moment, but that's it. We got a whole hubcap full of bolts. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I just see it. I just see this tipping over. That's why I'm moving it.
Yeah, good idea. TTR, what's the update on where we are with this motor and trans?
The update is we've been working, slaving away while you film.
Oh, that is not the update.
We've been slaving away. It's hot out here. It's probably about 98, 99 out today. Motor's still not out of the truck. My stomach's on E. Poor Rocky, I think he shrunk
Rick,
by about a foot.
what are we gonna do with this guy?
I don't know what to tell you.
I think you're gonna take him out back, maybe.
I think you kind of knew this when you put the camera on him.
That's true. It's true. Maybe this is my own fault. Okay, Rocky, what's happening today, buddy? What are we doing with this thing?
Don't lie to the camera, Rock.
I'm pretty on par with Ron, you know.
Are you?
I mean,
Good Lord. All right, here's the update. All right, so we have got the motor mounts loose. Ron is almost finished taking the manifolds loose from the driver's side. We got the trans undone. We got all the front clip, or not the front clip, but we got the radiator and core support and all that undone. And we're getting to a point where we're gonna be pulling this motor. We're gonna put Big Bird to use. Freaking love this thing. Pulling the drivetrain out of the donor. Gonna see what lines are still attached that we aren't thinking about. And see if we can get this thing hoisted out of here.
There he is. That Lord, old Kamikaze going at it.
Kamikaze, he's the man. You gotta watch him.
Some girl may be slow with that.
Jump on your
You
tractor
take her
real quick,
pumping
John,
yourself
and just
to
give her a
death.
yank back.
Yeah, that's what I think, John. Just let's get the tractor going and just pull back on the truck. All right. So JFP's getting back on the tractor. If you'll just pull forward a little bit, I'll just hook that right on in there. And we're gonna pull the truck out from under the, maybe. Hey John, just ease back. Yeah, because really the only thing I'm worried about
that's gonna come off
is that right there. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's pulling the whole thing. The only thing we got right here is see how the oil pan's hitting that line right there? Ease back. All right, we got something on the back of the motor here. Hey, ho, 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 ho. We just pulled something off the back of the motor, some sort of cover. Yeah, see if you can pop it forward. All right, now go up, start going up. Ho, ho. What you dealing with over here, TTR?
Starter power.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't want to cut it because I want to keep all the wire pulling so you can hook it back up.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Boy, that'd have been something right there.
All right, John, take her back. Hold up, Rock. Hold up.
All right, guys, we've made us some serious progress. Thanks to the boys for killing it. Y'all hold what you got right there. There it is, 5.3 Gen 4 6L80E automatic trans. Getting ready to go in the, get set down in the chassis, but that's after we have lunch in the Rock.
That's right.
We gotta have that lunch first.
You gotta do it.
TTR, you getting hungry?
I'm ready to eat.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so we are back from lunch, and you remember we got the motor and trans pulled out of the donor. We got the UBT K5 chassis here. We're gonna get the motor mount, perches, and bushings all bolted up here and get ready to drop the motor and trans down in here. Yes, I know that at some point I talked about doing a cam swap, talked about really cleaning this motor up a lot, but you guys know we're on a real time crunch. These guys reminded me today that we've only got about 40 days, a little 45 days to get this done. So you're gonna see us throw this stuff together pretty quickly. We've still got some stuff to button up on the chassis. We're rocking the tubular control arm that was on this chassis originally as a placeholder until we get our other one back from Michigan Metal Works. So we got quite a bit of stuff going on, but we're really excited to get this going. So we're gonna set these motor mounts real quick and then drop the motor and trans in. Y'all hang tight.
We'll bring the chassis out.
Yeah.
We'll start going up on this.
Yeah.
And then I'll hold the trans while we go over.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then y'all
Yeah.
can just finish pushing.
All right, well, let's push.
Well, we'll at least get it out this far with 3 people, and then I'll start jacking up.
I'm gonna put this.
Somebody will jack up, and then I'll hold the trans. All right, that's good. That's good.
All right, now he's in there. All right, come on back. Let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see. Maybe a little more. We're gonna come off of that one.
You gotta come off the jack.
Well, we are so close. Let's just come off of it.
Come off the jacks?
Yeah, come off of the.
Alright, well, let's push it then.
Yeah, we just should have come off.
just
We don't
pop
need to
right
go
off.
very far. It may go on its own. Alright.
Nope.
There it goes.
Go ahead, Rocky. I'll let you do the honor.
Do the honors,
Hey,
Rock.
where's the trans cross member?
While we're trying to get this set, we got the
stand up there with it.
Tejas transmission cross member. This
There
thing
you
is
go.
an awesome, awesome piece. We're obviously using the Tejas Steelworks motor mounts as well. We're gonna mount this in the chassis. You'll see it probably from the other camera angle. We gotta come back. At least this side of the, well, I guess we gotta go this way.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, right there.
Right there.
Ow, man.
You okay?
Got it?
Yeah.
Pull up, Rock. All right, I'm in the back side.
That's okay.
Let me see what the front's looking like. I think you need to just let it on down.
Let it on down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can feel it right there.
I can see it. There it is.
Not quite. What are we doing here? Oh, there it is.
Boom.
Boom.
I mean, this side's golden.
So is this side.
Cool, man. Cool.
All right, well, we're gonna finish buttoning up a few things, but motor and trans is set in there. We're gonna probably bolt down the Tejas cross member at least to the trans. We got plenty of other things to do. We got her bolts are a little long for the motor mounts, but I don't care. Like I said, it's one of them things that at this point we're just trying to get it together. We on that crunch, son. What kind of crunch we on?
LST crunch, man.
Son, how many days we got?
Well, the sun's going down today, so we got 38 days now.
Dude, this is scary.
This is scary.
This is so scary, Rock. I don't even know what to think about it.
Hey, but the thing is, though, is if you don't get the K5 Blazer done, I still got something to drive.
That's true. Hey, I still got Teddy, son. I still got Teddy, y'all rascals.
Hey, Teddy ain't a bad backup plan.
Teddy ain't a bad backup plan, but Teddy can't tote all this stuff and all these people we need to tote. All right, guys, really appreciate you tuning in to United by Trucks. We have made some significant progress today, as you've seen. We are really, really up against the clock here. So you'll probably see us not do some things that we thought we were gonna be able to do. And one is really clean up this motor like we expected. So we're gonna keep moving on this thing. We're actually moving into a new shop where we'll have a lift and be able to do some more stuff, but we're not gonna lose that in the garage, in the driveway, at the truck farm Spirit. So don't worry about that. This just gives us a place to put merch, a place to do a little more heavy lifting, put a few trucks. So we'll explain a little bit more about that once it happens. But for now, we got the drivetrain set up in the chassis. This will be going to the new shop because we got a lot to do on the lift, including set the body. So that'll be coming pretty soon. But big thanks to you guys for tuning in. Big thanks to Ron, John, Rocky, and Rick for helping today. Big time help. So yeah, we'll catch you next time right here on another episode of United by Trucks. Cue the music.